Hi, it's Cathi Coridan, KW Metro Center. I'm a licensed realtor in Virginia and DC. I'm a senior real estate specialist, and I'm a certified professional coach. In all of those capacities, I want to be your transition partner to help you make life's transitions, especially around buying and selling real estate, less stressful and more successful. Today, I'm having another one of my kitchen table conversations. This is my kitchen. And since I can't sit at your kitchen table, which is where so many of the life, blood, meat and potatoes, really critical conversations go on in life. And it's where I like to sit with clients when I'm talking to them about all of the details of moving forward in a real estate transaction. I'm here on video to give you some pointers, some, I think, critical information so that as you make decisions without the ability to be around as many people, you have all the information you need. One of my life's values in my own personal life and in my business is to have information when we need it and not find out by learning the lesson the hard way. So today I want to talk to primarily folks in the over 60, and those are my friends, group that are trying to make a decision. Should I stay or should I go? Do I downsize? Do I stay in this house that I've been in for all these years? What are the most critical elements that go into making the decision? I've got some other videos up that talk about making those decisions and the people that you surround yourself with and some of the value decisions that you make. This one, I want to talk about the team, because it's not once you even decide what you're going to do, it's not something that you just launch in and do next week. There's a whole group of support players that come around. The first for that is when I'm working with you as your realtor, I bring the KW Metro Center team with me. It's leadership, it's connection to Keller Williams Realty International, the largest brokerage of real estate company in the world. I bring a group of 700 other agents across the metro area that are experts in buying and selling in Northern Virginia, suburban Maryland, and the District of Columbia. I'm part of the leadership top 20% of the brokerage. I'm in the Old Town Alexandria office, but I have access to the leadership across all of the brokerages in Vienna, Tyson's area, and in North and South Arlington as well. And so I tap into on a weekly basis, three different times in two different ways, to a pulse on the market and what's going on and the real critical elements in buying and selling of real estate in the market, and the market is today's market. So I bring that with me to the table first, and they are my first line of support in helping you make the best decisions to both make a decision and then prepare and go through the sales process for a home. And on the other side, to go through the buy process for a home. The other players that I bring in are the team that makes it all come true. I have a whole series of contractors, cleaners, HVAC, roofing, pest control, renovation, handyman, painters, landscapers that can help get a house ready. When you're selling your house and you have a home inspection, there's oftentimes contingencies of things that are discovered during the home inspection that need to be remedied. And to have people that I really trust to come in and to do that work for you is really important to me. And that's why I have vetted, and I work primarily with only one or two organizations or companies in each of those categories. And you know what? I have them come into my house and do the work as well. I also have lenders because sometimes with seniors, they want to get a home equity line of credit, or they want to do a refi, or they want to do a bridge loan in order to be able to buy before they sell. And there's some seniors that decide to stay and want to investigate a reverse mortgage. I want the people that talk to you to not be somebody you called on 1-800 get a mortgage here, and you don't do an online, but rather it's a professional that I have a relationship with that I can trust to take the best care of you. When we get through the house sale process, the house prep process to get it ready to sell, and it sells, and then we get through the sales process, then there's the moving part. And I've talked in other of these videos about the amount of stuff that we have as people in a certain age, and how you have to sort through and kind of decide what you're going to take and what you're going to leave behind. If you're moving from, I'm in an 1,800 square foot townhouse, and if I want to move into a 1,200 square foot apartment, everything in this house isn't going to go. It doesn't matter that it's a collection of stuff in a closet. The furniture isn't going to fit. And so I work with senior move managers who are experts at looking at where you're going, doing floor plans, and being able to help you select so that when you move to a new space, it feels like your home the day you move in, which I think is really important. I have movers if you don't need the senior move manager. I have appraisers, and that is both for the house in terms of if we're not sure, because it's a hard house to put have comparables for, and there's a decision that needs to be made about price point, I may recommend that you have an appraiser come out ahead of time. And so that you feel really certain that the price that you set it for is a price that it will appraise for the buyer's appraiser. And also an appraiser for the stuff. We have things that are very near and dear to us that may not have the same value on the auction market or the second sales market that we think they do. And then we probably have some hidden things that have more value than we ever knew they had. And so I have appraisers that'll come in and appraise your really good stuff as well. And finally, I have title companies that handle the closing, the title search, the preparation of the deed, and all the pieces that it takes to put a sale into finals, because so that the deed can be signed over and it can be recorded with the county or the city. And sometimes in situations with seniors, we're working with a trust or we're working with a power of attorney, because there's some issues where it's more difficult for the senior to be actually hands-on in the process. And so I like to have the people in my couple of title companies be a resource for us, so that I know that even with maybe you've moved across the country to be closer to the kids, that closing process is going to be something that I can be sure of and it's going to go as smoothly as possible. And then I have, unrelated to the title companies, real estate attorneys that if there's any question, if anything goes wrong, if there's any uncertainty, we can get those questions answered as quickly and easily as possible. So those are a few members of my team. I'm here because my goal, like I said, and my mission is to give you the support and the resource and tools you need to make this difficult transition of selling your home and moving someplace else. No matter how old you are, it's tough. And especially when you're in my age group and a little bit older, it can be even more. It has so much emotional piece to it, as well as other people being involved. I want the best folks to be there for you as we make these decisions and move you forward through the process, so that there are as few regrets as possible and you are as able to adjust into your new environment with peace of mind, that you met your goals and achieved your dreams, and that we could do it, as I always say, with less stress and more success. Thanks for listening. And I would love to hear from you. If you would like to do a telephone consult, I'm also willing to put on the mask and come over and stay 6 feet away. If you have questions, you want to sit down, probably in the living room or a long dining room table, to have those conversations, please reach out. The best way to get me is on email. And my email is ccatkw, Cathi Coridan, Keller Williams, ccatkw@gmail.com. Please reach out. I'd love to talk to you, and please stay safe and healthy. It's unusual times out there, and we all need to take better care of ourselves and each other. Take care.